So, a friend of mine shared this beautiful quote from Sri Sharda Devi, also known as the Divine Mother or Holy Mother. She's telling stories about her neighborhood, her village that she grew up in, and she says some beautiful things in here that really, each time I read it, kind of expand me a little bit, which is why I want to share it. The mother often told Pandy's wife stories of her village. Once she said to her, "People in our part of the country quarrel and fight over their property. They haven't enough patience to settle their matters amicably. The possession of land and property is so temporary, and still they are so proud of their ownership. It is only a play for a few days. This body has a form, but the mind is boundless. It can be expanded like the vastness of space, but it is bound by Maya. People do not know the mystery of Maya, and so they suffer, and they inflict their suffering on others, and inflict suffering on others." So there's a few things in there. Just this idea that it just takes patience to be able to work things out amicably, not to have to force your hand to get what you want. And it takes an expansion of mind to be able to consider other people's needs as being just as valid as your own desires, and working for a group peace as opposed to just an individual gain. That this idea of property is so temporary and small in the long run. We fight to own so much, and yet at our death it all vacates, all goes through our fingers. And as you get older, you realize how short this life is, and to spend it on such wasted things that mean nothing in the end game. He says that this body has a form, and that's what we spend all of our time nourishing, this body, this body, this body, and all the things that it desires and needs, and what we'll go through to fulfill those, and anybody else's violation. It's just a sad thing. And it causes us suffering because we lose community, we lose heart, we lose faith in each other. We start to believe very narrow things about each other. And that suffering is just increased manifold over and over and over again. But we can be aware of the fact that Maya, our view of the world, which is based on such little experience, such little knowledge, and is usually just based on the needs of a body and of a mood. If we can just come to realize that, we can expand our minds to be as vast as space, to include everyone, to have a heart as big as a planet, and to learn to begin to see each other as human beings, to really begin to see each other as embodiments of love and of wisdom, and begin to nourish those things in each other instead of just taking what we want and running.